All right, this video was asked to be done by me from my man Bryce from Bryce Productions. He's back up posting on YouTube, so go check him out. He wanted to know if I thought that the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight was rigged. It's always a touchy subject when we talk about Jake Paul because there's a lot of people out there who back Jake Paul. There's a lot of people who are huge fans of Jake Paul, and they do not like it when you talk against him, talk down on him, or don't give him any credit. I've never been a huge fan of Jake Paul. Let's get that out of the way. He has earned respect from me over the years. He showed improvement in boxing, and it's one thing to fight guys closer to your age. It's one thing to fight, guys that are retired like Nate Diaz, who can somewhat still protect themselves in the ring. Anderson, the Spider Silva, guys of that caliber, that nature, that age, who are still older but can still, do what they need to do to survive. But when you start fighting guys like Mike Tyson, who was dang near 60 years old, the fight had to be postponed because of something physically, health-wise, that went on with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson came in with a knee brace, I believe. Had a hard time even coming up the steps. Let me backtrack. Now, when I first heard about this fight, I was like, I can't support this. Mike Tyson's just too old. Mike Tyson's going to get hurt. He's going to get rendered unconscious. But when Mike came in, the very first round, I was surprised. I didn't watch this fight live. I was not going to support it. A week later, I watched highlights. And then about 2 or 3 days later, I went to YouTube and I actually watched the fight. And there were spots in that fight where they would clench and it looked like Jake was whispering. There was slow mode, verbal in the ring that people captured and zoomed in on. Did it look like Mike Tyson was holding back after the first round? I gotta be honest with you, yeah, it did. Do I think this fight was rigged? It's a very high possibility. I'm not for sure certain, but if I had to put some money on it, I would put my money on it, yeah, that it was, because I don't feel like this is the only fight that could have been rigged. I think there's a number of Jake Paul fights that were rigged. And that's why my respect only goes so far for Jake Paul. It's different if you're fighting people closer to your age, your size, your weight class. But he doesn't. The first time he did it, you saw what happened. Even though the fight was close, we saw what happened when he fought Tommy Fury. I can't respect that. I think Anderson Silva threw the fight. It's just my opinion. There were spots in that fight where Anderson was playing with Jake. Then all of a sudden, boom, you get knocked down. I believe he legit beat Nate Diaz. I do believe that. And I believe he legit beat Tyron Woodley the first fight. But I believe the second fight was rigged. The knockout was real. It was a real punch. Woodley was rendered unconscious, but I believe that was rehearsed, talked about. It's just my opinion. Okay? Could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. The motion of the glove, I don't know. But do I feel like the fight between him and Mike Tyson was rigged? I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I do. I really do. Because I thought the fight was going to be totally different. I really thought Mike was going to get knocked out. Now, do I think there was some talk in the clinches, some whispering to Tyson, hey, chill out? I do too. Because if you watch Logan Paul against Floyd Mayweather, you can see him say, hey, champ, calm down. Calm down. You can hear him say, calm down. And it's an exhibition. Calm down. And again, that's why my respect only goes so far with Jake Paul. Tyson's too old. He was clearly not 100%. And for people to support that fight is crazy to me. You can support what you want to support. You can pay your money for what you want to pay. I think it was for free. I don't even remember. I don't think it was pay-per-view. I think it was on Netflix or something. But regardless, they got paid a buttload of money. And I'm not going to respect Jake fully until he starts fighting people of his caliber. I'm not saying go out and fight a guy with a record of 20 wins and no losses and 15 knockouts, but come on, man. Old man, now we got word that you're probably fighting Roy Jones Jr. Come on, man. What about Andre Ward? He's 40 years old. He's retired. Why don't you fight him? Roy Jones? Why don't you fight Andre Ward? You ain't never calling out his name. To me, it's just pattern for Jake to take fights, pay him a little bit of money for him not to lose. It is what it is, man. I mean, that's just how I view it. That's how I see it. Do I respect Jake to a certain extent, but not fully? Because, bro, stop fighting old men. Fight someone your age, your size, and somebody around your caliber of experience. That's what I'm saying, man. But to answer your question, Bryce, do I think it was rigged? In my opinion, yes, I do. But that doesn't matter. You guys let me know what you think. I didn't really want to make this video. I never wanted to even talk about this fight because I didn't agree with it. But Bryce is my homie. He's my dude. He's been rocking with me for a long time. So I'm going to respect his wishes and make this video for him, man. I don't know if this is something that he didn't want to hear or wanted to hear, but it's just my opinion. So please comment down below and let me know what you think, all right? Respect all for none, and God bless.